This is my Rover Roadster that I'm building. A lot of the bodies back in the 20s and the 30s would have used a wooden frame covered with cloth material and varnish, and they would coat the varnish like the old aircraft wings and leave it to dry overnight and coat it again and so on until they'd built up a thick layer. Then when they went to wood and steel, they found that the body tended to squeak, and they had all came up with all sorts of things of how to remedy it with rubber and canvas and so on between the joints, which is probably not ideal. Now I'm using a steel frame and I'm putting steel on here. So what I've found in the past with other cars that I've built is that when you put steel on steel, you end up with this horrible tinny vibration sound. So I've been looking at ways of what I can do to put something between the steel and the frame. Now there's this product over here. This is a clear Alco Flex silicon alkaline product, and this product reacts to expansion, which I would have because the steel gets hot and obviously it expands. So what I want to do is I want to do a test here. So the first piece that I want to do is I'm going to glue, and then I'm going to put a clamp over here, and I'm going to clamp it when it's still wet. The other one, I'm just going to put some of the silicone and I'm just going to place this on top. I just want to see how rigid it is, how strong it is, and whether it's better to put the silicone underneath and then bolt down solid quickly, or alternatively put the silicone down and then leave it to set for a while and then clamp or bolt it down. I just want to see what's different. So I'm going to do this and then I'm going to leave it overnight and see how we do. So what I've done here, I've just put a bit of a bead. So I'm going to put this one on here and I'm going to clamp this one down. And this one, I'll just put some washers. I'm just going to rest that on there and we'll see how that does. So I've left this to dry overnight, and I have to admit I'm quite impressed with the one which I clamped down solid. It's actually pretty solid compared to the one that I just rested on. You can see how much movement there is, but even in itself it's pretty strong. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to apply the bead to this panel, and then I'm going to leave it to set. I'm just going to finger tight the cap screws on and then just leave it to set a little bit and then tighten them up and just see if there's any improvement. So I've applied this Alco Flex to this panel and it seems pretty good. There's no vibration. I've also used it on the rest of the floor, the firewall, and I'm going to be using it for all the panels that I put on, and that should sort out any squeaking problem that there might be. So overall, quite impressed with this product. If you need it for your body panels, this is what you can use.